What's going on, everyone? It's Stephanie Adams with SOS Solutions, and today we are going to talk the D word. The D word is actually debt. It's not what you think it is. It's debt. Get your mind right, people. Get your mind right. All right, so we're going to talk debt. Not all debt is bad debt, but a lot of debt is bad debt. So I'm going to make that clear in a minute, and we're going to talk about how to control it and how to get out of it. Stay tuned. Okay, so I want you guys to grab a pen and something to write on, or your computer or whatever, because I'm gonna give you 4 options. Let's start with number 1, which is the Snowball and Avalanche debt payment plan. Snowball effect, what you really are going to do is you're going to line up your credit cards and find out which one has the smallest balance. Let's go. So let's say you've got 5 cards and one of them has a balance of like $3,000 or something like that. What you're gonna do is you're gonna focus any extra money that you have on that card, just that one. And then what you'll do once that card is paid off is you'll take whatever payment you were making on that and you'll roll it into the next card with the lowest balance and the next card with the lowest balance, and it creates a snowball. But it's a good way to go. That's actually how I started when I started paying off my debt. Was wow, I paid off this card, this felt good, and then I started moving. But then I had to go back and I had to actually look at the avalanche effect. The reason they call this one the avalanche effect is because you're taking the card with the highest interest rate and you're slamming money at that one. And why that's significant is the cards that have the higher interest rate are costing you more money every month. With the avalanche effect, you're really just going to take the card with the highest interest rate, you're gonna throw your money on that one, and then you'll follow the same process as the snowball, where once the one with the highest interest rate is paid off, you'll go to the next one with the highest interest rate, and so on and so forth until you have rolled yourself out of debt. Pros of this, you're out of debt. Cons of this, it's gonna require sacrifice and time. Moving on to option 2. This one you actually do have to have a professional help you with, and it's called credit counseling. So credit counseling, what it is most of the time it is done with a nonprofit organization, and I believe the most that they can charge you a month to do this is $25 a month, which is pretty darn good for what they're going to do for you. A credit counselor will create what's called a debt management plan for you. So basically you're gonna get on the phone with them and they're going to get all in your financial business. They're gonna ask you all kinds of questions about what debts you have, what you're spending your money on every month, how much discretionary income you have remaining, and then they're going to see if you qualify for their program. So what they're gonna do is once they decide that you do qualify for the program, they will actually get in touch with your creditors that are holding interest rates for you and will negotiate the interest rate to be lower. So if you have a 24, 29% interest rate on a card, even 20%, 16%, whatever it is on a card, they may be able to get those interest rates down into like the 6 level. The pros to this, normally this program lasts between 3 and 5 years. You will save a lot of money because they're going to lower that interest rate. Cons of this program, you will close every one of those credit cards. You cannot have those cards remaining open. They cannot be used while they are in a credit counseling program. Your third option is debt settlement. Now, a lot of credit repair companies offer debt settlement, but they only offer debt settlement for accounts that are already in charge-off status. If you don't know what a charge-off is, please go back through all of the videos that I posted because I'm pretty clear about what a charge-off is. You can do this on your own. The system works the same way whether you use a company or you don't. If you do it on your own, you need to set up an account that you're funneling your normal credit card payments into and that you're not going to touch. We have companies out there that will do this too, but what they do is they actually put your money into an escrow account. They call your creditors, they charge you for that service of calling your creditors and negotiating the debt. And they are also actually paying those creditors for you once the debt is negotiated. Savings on this is anywhere between 50 and 75%, but you will end up paying that company an additional 20% just for negotiating the debt. Pros and cons of this service. The pro is you're gonna get out of debt. It is gonna take you 3 to 5 years, depending on how much debt you're in. Most of these companies don't really want to work with you unless you've got $25,000 in debt or more. The cons of this service, your credit's going to suffer for quite a while. It's going to suffer. All right, last but not least, bankruptcy.
No.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
If there is no light at the end of your tunnel, you should probably talk to a bankruptcy attorney. And that's a really humbling experience because you have to basically admit defeat. And it's okay. It's there for a reason. But if you need to just wipe the slate clean and start all over again because you know, you've got a bunch of medical debt or you've got a bunch of credit cards or collections or whatever, and you just can't get it done, it's okay to reach out to a bankruptcy attorney. That attorney is going to determine what kind of bankruptcy you're going to qualify for, if you qualify at all. And there are two kinds of bankruptcies. One that will just wipe the slate clean and you start all over again, or another where they'll actually put you on a kind of payment plan to help you pay back your debts. Pros and cons of that. The pros, the debt is gone. The cons, you got to start all over with your credit. So, and definitely your interest rates on that are going to be very, very high. So, but that's it, guys. Those are your 4 kinds of ways to get out of debt and your pros and cons of each. I hope it made sense and I didn't rattle on for too long, but I wanted to make sure I made it pretty clear what some of your options are. For questions, comments, or concerns, I'm Stephanie Adams with SOS Solutions, 757-356-5756. Let's chat. Take care. See you next time.